Engines, Main Street Sports Bar, APR Construction, Benny's Meats, and Johnny Rock's Auto Body. The 33S, that's Jeremy Schultz.
On his outside from Louisville, Texas, in a J&J chassis and a Schaus Racing engine. Sponsored by Graham's Wrecker Service, Smiley's Racing Products, and Finish Line Graphics, the 5H. That's Chip Graham.
Row 3 to the inside from Cato Mills, Texas, in the Maxim chassis. Allard Racing Engines, Jenkins Oil Company, Graham's Crew, Jones Jet, Kelly's Pocketbook, number 4XX, that's Heath Nestrick.
On his outside, that's going to be outside row number 3 in a from St. Peters, Minnesota, in a GF1 chassis and an Assassin Racing engine, sponsored by Raycole Insulation, C&J Waste, Owens Corning, and Smith Verk Trucking, the 05, Brandon Allen.
Row 4 to the inside, looks like he's in maybe Trevor Service's backup car. Had a wild ride earlier this weekend. The 4S from Ceylon, Minnesota, in a Maxim chassis, Cooper Racing engine in the Cambria, Mankato Motorsports, GRP, Culligan Water, number 4S. That's Michael Steen.
Outside row number 4 out of North Platte, Nebraska, in a Maxim chassis and a Myers Racing engine, sponsored by Kistler Racing Products, Cross Diamond at Red Angus, and Downey Drilling, the 9 of John Webster.
Row number 5 to the inside from Lincoln in the Eagle chassis, Speedway Racing engine, Davenport Farms, Schroeder Farms, number 25A. Your 2021 Jimmy Grasso Award winner, that's Alex Davenport.
On his outside, out of Heath, Texas, in a Triple X chassis and a Brian Shoulders Racing engine, the 17 of Matt Etzel-Miller.
And your 4 cars that came from the F feature from Glencoe, Minnesota, the Maxim chassis, Coupe engines, Napa, Bodie Collision Glass, K&R Towing, Star Group number 24G, that's Chris Graham.
Outside row number 6 out of Pittsboro, Indiana, a Maxim chassis and a Neyland Power Development engine, sponsored by Banning Engineering, Ratchet Industries, and Kaiser Wheels, the 18 of Alex Neyland.
And your final 2 starters from Justin, Texas, the JR1, Wells Racing, M1 Fabrications, ProTech Service Company, Abilene Powder Coating, and Abilene Race Riots, number 11, that's Justin Melton.
Final starter out of San Antonio, Texas, in an Avenger chassis and a Scott Baylor's Racing engine, sponsored by Scott Baylor Racing Engines, Slade Shock Technologies, and TJ Forge, the 01, Michael Oliver.
You know, all season long we've been talking about the camaraderie of this race division on a weekly circuit, but it is awesome to see a guy like Trevor Service loan a car to Michael Steen to complete his RaceSaver Nationals. Of course, Michael Steen had a wild ride, I think it was last night, and looks like he's in Service's backup car. So the whole racing community once again coming together there to get this one done for Steen here tonight. So here we go, Eagle Raceway, you ready to go for E-Feature Racing? Woo! Yeah, it's awesome. I'm so excited. Gene Ackland, Robert Herrera, bring us to the green. Side by side, wing to wing, and a 3 of 4. Ackland on the bottom side. He's your leader. Hard one, up and over in turn 4. Actually, he stayed on all 4s, but hard to the outside guardrail. That's the 0-5 of Brandon Allen. Oh, another rollover in turn 2. Turn 1 and 2. Chip Graham also up and over. Did not catch that one. Looking over at Brandon Allen's 0-5 machine. Did not catch what happened to Chip Graham. So 2 different incidences. Allen did not go over. All 4 still on the ground, but a hard collision. So once again, the safety crew checking on both drivers.
I can't remember. Recording 3. How's the speed with
Looks like the helmet off of the 5H of Chip Graham at least, and it looks like they are back in the tow vehicle to the rear of that 5H, sitting in 1 and 2. Still tending over to The 0-5 of Brandon Allen as well in turn 3. All right, race fans, over in turn number 3, the 0-5, I believe Brandon Allen is starting to make his way out of the race car.
Yeah, guys, Brandon Allen is on his way out of the car. Got a pretty good set of wind knocked out of him.
Thanks for the update there, James. Still have not heard any word from Chip Graham's status yet in the 5H.
Race fans, Brandon Allen is up and out of the car, making his way down to the infield just to get checked out. He wanted to make sure that everyone, especially his sister, know that he's all right.
Yeah, I'm debating on if he wants to see it or not.
We've talked about it all weekend long. It takes an army to execute the RaceSaver Nationals, and the amount of people that have stepped up are absolutely phenomenal, including Saldana Racing Products, Scat Rods, Schaefer's Specialized Lubricants.
Race fans in turn 1 and 2. Chip Graham out of the race car. Show him some love. He is definitely moving slowly in that 5H machine. Good to see him up and moving from Louisville, Texas. I think he is going to be getting checked out as well.
Continuing, Smiley's Racing Products, Speedway Motors, Summit Racing Equipment, our good friends Sunbelt Rentals, who are helping to present the RaceSaver Nationals, Tim Fracker Signs, the Tow Crew, and Velocita.
Yeah, I'd just rather not do it with a shoulder, with the camera on my shoulder. Well, I was asking, didn't know if it's I don't know how to do with the vibrations and stuff too. The gyroscope is really nice. In flight it's great, but yeah, that's not bouncing.
So both cars being towed away. Tough break to end the 10th annual RaceSaver Nationals for both Chip Graham and Brandon Allen. A lot of work on those cars to make them raceable again for sure. Once again, 18 cars have already punched their ticket into the 27-car final.
All right, race fans, we're going to be under red flag for just a little bit. This is a safety procedure while both ambulance squads are checking over both the drivers that were injured. We would not have an ambulance squad available if we had an emergency. So we're going to do the safe thing. We're going to do the smart thing. We're going to take a long red flag. We're going to allow the drivers to get checked over. And then once one of the ambulances is available, we will resume racing. But for now, we're going to be under red flag for just a little bit. Now is an excellent opportunity. Head over to the concession stand, grab yourself something delicious to eat. Head over to the beer gardens, get yourself something cold to drink. We've been big fans of the high noons this year.
Absolutely, especially this weekend. Gorgeous weather. A pineapple high noon right now would be pretty good. They also have funnel cakes down there for sale as well. Kona Ice, don't forget about them.
And just like that, both drivers checked out. At least one of the drivers checked out okay. It looks like they're continuing to check over Chip Graham, but we're going to be rolling. The ambulance in turn number 3 is back available.
Kind of a rough start to the night here. Haven't had a whole lot of, rollovers, very bad accidents so far this week, and I think the flip count was at 4 or 5 coming into tonight, which for how many races we have had. I mean, each night this week we had 13 heat races on Friday, 12 last night, plus all of the features which went from G all the way up to the A, just like we are tonight. So that's a lot of racing, and most races the competitors have done a great job of kind of staying out of each other's hair.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had some hard elbows up racing, but not a lot of cars that got claimed with damage. Also want to make sure and let everybody know there is no line at the satellite beer stands next to the ID stand. No line. If you are looking to get yourself a beer, there's no sense in waiting in line. Head over by the by the ID stand as you came in the main entrance, and the satellite stand over there has no line. Also want to make sure and remind everybody to be courteous. There is no cigar smoking in the family sections, no cigarette smoking, and no vaping. If you happen to be in a family section, which is A, B, C, and D, there is no smoking at all in those sections.
Once again, 50-50 also being sold on the main concourse. JDRF, where half the money's going. We'll also have the other half go to some lucky winners later on tonight. So purchase your 50-50 tickets. I'm assuming they'll be doing arm lengths for $20, 1 ticket for $1, 6 tickets for $5. So it looks like we have had 1 lap complete, 17 to go, trying to get this lineup going. A little bit of, I don't know if you would call it stubbornness, selective hearing, something. Not happening right now.
Just a quick announcement, everybody. Quick announcement. Casey Merrill is lost. If Casey Merrill's girlfriend could meet him by the front gate, Casey Merrill is lost. Could his girlfriend meet him by the front gate?
How does he get lost? You got turn 1 and turn 4 to choose from.
Well, Casey came up in the booth to visit me, and he went down to talk to my family. Hi, Rose. And she didn't know where he went, so she left, and so and her phone is dead.
All right, we're going to go back to green. Once again, 17 laps. Does she need a charger?
Yes, no.
Gene Acklin, Robert Herrera, Heath Nestrick.
Oh, Nestrick, wild ride there. Saved it.
Oh, no! Oh, and a lazy roll.
John Webster in the 9 goes over. Boy, that was a great job by everyone else to avoid harsh contact with him, though. That's scary when you see a driver facing the opposite direction with a full field coming at you.
It's even worse when he gets on his side and kind of just rolls over sideways. You're just hoping that everybody see him there, and he just avoids contact because you just hate to see somebody just kind of plow into him there. They do a good job, all the drivers, for missing that.
And hopefully that was just kind of a lazy roll, if you would call it that. Hopefully it wasn't too harsh on his body there. Luckily that top wing kind of keeps a lot of that cushion down. It looks like Michael Steen has pulled to the pit area in that 4 machine. Of course, driving Trevor Service's backup car, I think, in that.
Did he pull to the work area, or did he keep going?
No, he went straight. He went all the way back.
Okay, so his heat race is done.
So the driver there is good. He's going to stay in the car while they hook him and take him back to his pits.
Driver from just out to the western portion of the state, North Platte, Nebraska, where John Webster calls home. 12th year in a sprint car, 35 years of racing overall, and he will end his 2022 RaceSaver Nationals.
Sorry guys, got to interrupt for a second. I got 2 more grandkids I need to say hi to.
There you go.
Hi Nader. What's up, Rocky?
It's always a family affair at Eagle Raceway.
Yeah.
I love it.
I can look down here to my right and see Stu Snyder and Ethan Barrow coming up. Ethan. See, I'm always questioning myself whether I get it right or not.
Ethan's big man on campus right now because
Yeah.
he won the cornhole tournament earlier today. Or was it his part? Did your partner carry you to the finish line, or was it mainly you think?
If I
He
could,
called his shot. You should
Yeah.
tell her that story. That's pretty impressive.
we'll talk about that. Your cornhole performance today. Oh yes, he did. Despite my best effort, Ethan still won.
They beat us
It is-
twice, so I have
Yeah.
hard feelings about this.
What's that? I did try to get you out. Yeah, I tried to DQ you. You pulled the rule book on me.
That's such a fun time. Hopefully, everyone who took part in that enjoyed it. Well, we have 24 teams
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah, 24.
By the way, shout out to you for doing all of that, getting all that together, getting all of the cornhole boards. Had to drive. What you had to drive to Bennington to get all the cornhole boards? You
Yeah.
get like 10 of them.
We had to get there. We had to drive. James and I had to drive twice in that direction because the first time we went to the wrong place.
165.
That's all right, James. It's just more driving for you.
Got that right.
Absolutely.
By the way, Ethan has graciously stepped up and has donated his old helmet. Ethan, by the way, we add a little bit more money to it. We are at $961 raised, and that's before your match money. Yeah, so we're over 1,000. What, 196? I think that was. So yeah. Good job. Thank you, buddy.
All right, back to green flag action. This is your E-main top 4 cars moving on to the back of the D. Gene Ackland jumps out to the early lead. Robert Herrera settling into second. It'll be the 4 double-X to keep Nestrick in third. And then it's Jeremy Schultz in your 4th and final transfer in that yellow and black 33S.
Raph with a little bit of a bobble there going into turn number 1. He's in that first car outside looking in, trying to reel in Schultz.
Of course, last year, Zach Blurton came from deep. Didn't quite make the show last year. Oh, we've got one car just shoots into the pit area. That's Melton. Nayland saved it, almost went over. 3 cars battling for second, third, and fourth. Graf, though, he came from the last race that we just had. The F main, can he make his way into the D? We've had some drivers in the past years run the soup. Oh, Schultz got slipped up. Here comes Graf. Only 4 cars move on. Draws within a car length into 1. Schultz. Ah, Graf stumbled.
Oh. Graf's going to fall back. He'll have 11 laps. Still plenty of time for Graf to retool and reel in the 33 of Schultz.
Over a straightaway lead of the 14G, one of our weekly competitors each and every Saturday night. Robert Herrera in second, and Nestrick and Schultz. Graf has caught Schultz one more time.
Graf starting to reel in Jeremy Schultz. Graf looking underneath out of turn 4. 9 laps remain. Schultz a little better on the exit of turn number 2, pulls away just a little bit. Graf hard into turn 3.
Gene Ackland enjoying a 2.3 second lead over her. Nestrick, Schultz, Graf, Nayland, Davenport, and Oliver. Here comes Graf. Boy, he gets a really good run in 3 and 4. Schultz a little bit better in 1 and 2, though, so far.
Gene Ackland, clean Gene Ackland, Robert Herrera, Heath Nestrick, Jeremy Schultz, Chris Graf.
Track a little bit right now, but after this race, we will go into a track prep session. Once again, Ackland, your leader, Herrera, Nestrick, Schultz, final time underneath. He's trying to keep his RaceSaver Nationals going. Side by side down the backstretch. Schultz still holding on to that fourth spot. We're going to have 3 to go. Gene Ackland, your leader. Herrera second, Nestrick third. Here comes Graf. He'll peek his nose underneath. Oh, Schultz cut in front of him. Graf now going to go to the outside. Schultz drifts up in front of him. Crossover move by Graf.
Graf will try to get a run down. He'll go hard into turn 3. Coming to the white flag. Graf gets the spot. Sorry, 2 to go.
2 to go now, the white flag. Gene Ackland off of 4, but Chris Graf has moved on, at least for the moment. Schultz have to catch him. Herrera, Nestrick, and Graf, but through 3 and 4, one final time, picking up the E feature win. That's Gene Ackland. Robert Herrera second. It'll be Heath Nestrick in third. Chris Graf, oh, Chris Graf smoke coming to the finish line. He got the transfer, and I think he just grenaded it.
Yeah, she gone.
Oh, no. That is the second time he has been in a transfer spot this weekend, and something has failed. The first time he went up and over for a wild ride in 1 and 2 a night or two ago. And here tonight, he gets the transfer, crosses the checkered flag, and he might have just ended it. Hopefully not, but boy, that's a tough break there for the 24G.
That's okay.
Well, as a driver, that's a smell you really never want to smell.
Absolutely not. I wonder what the policy is on that. Do they move Schultz up a spot, or if they will just start one less car next race? We will have to see. So, race fans, once again, give it up for Gene Ackland, your E-feature winner. And it looks like we got our Platte Valley equipment out on the racetrack, which means it's time for a little track prep session, which means maybe some dancing, some fun games. We never know what we're going to